Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is Quotes 5. This quote actually comes from the Spider-Man movie. Some people remember it. So, Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. Okay, let's look at these notes here. The quote used in the movie comes from the comic book that introduced the origin of Spider-Man. So that's where the quote really originally came from. The quote was said by Uncle Ben to Peter Parker. Remember, Peter Parker is Spider-Man, the young teenage boy, and Uncle Ben was his uncle. And you only see him in the only in this very first appearance because, of course, he ends up getting killed. The original quote in the comic book was slightly different. It read, "With great power, there must also come great responsibility." Okay. So let's look at the meaning here. This quote means that if one ever gets great power, they should be even more responsible of their actions because they will directly affect large masses of people. It is a warning not to abuse power or become corrupted, which could easily happen. Sometimes someone may get on a power trip. Yeah, they enjoy having the power too much. It excites them, and they misuse the power and enjoy wielding power over others. Other times, people may get corrupted from greed. There is also the notion that if you have been lucky enough to get this power, it is your responsibility to do actions for the good of mankind. And if you don't, bad things may happen. Yeah, just like in the comic book. Remember, if you remember the movie or you remember the original story, yeah, he was fighting that wrestler guy, and he was promised a lot of money if he beat him, and he did end up beating him. And then the guy who put on the event actually kind of cheated Peter Parker. I think only gave him like $100 where he promised him a lot more money. And of course he got angry. And as he was leaving, some other guy robbed this guy. And he could have stopped that guy who robbed him, and he just let him get away because he was a little annoyed. He let his pride get the better of him. He let him get away. And of course this led to something bad. When that guy got away, he tried to escape by stealing Uncle Ben's car, and Uncle Ben ended up getting killed. So Peter Parker kind of learned his lesson. So, and even in life, I mean, sometimes even if you don't have great power, maybe you just have a small amount of power, you have to be careful how you use it. You could hurt people, or, basically, it could lead to bad things if you abuse it or misuse it. It would be wonderful if our politicians or people with great power really lived by this sort of principle. Maybe the world would be a better place. Okay, I hope that kind of clears it up. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time.